Hi, entrepreneurs. My name is Jess, Loren, and we are still live here at the Fun Conference in Chicago. I am here with Darren Rizza, and they have this amazing virtual reality company, and he is their technology advisor. We're going to meet the founder in a second here as well, but I just experienced the technology, and we have someone experiencing behind us right now. But tell us all about this software and the amazing business that you guys are building.
Sure. So we're taking virtual reality, which pretty much comes out of the gaming world, and we're bringing it into the business of building.
Business of building.
So currently we're working with corporate real estate and residential developers to essentially create virtual environments of buildings that the future owners, the buyers, are able to come in and make decisions about and be able to fully understand what they're buying. So they can immerse themselves into their new apartment, see what it's going to be like. They can look at materials, finishes, make decisions, make changes, understand what they're going to be buying, and then commit to that. And we've been successful with the real estate developers in that they've been able to successfully fully sell
their units,
all the units, the entire complex before construction even starts.
Oh, wow.
So
now that's good business.
It's really good business because, and this is happening in India, and they're getting commitment because, yes, you can put your money down on the apartment, but then I want to back out. So people aren't backing out because they know exactly what they're buying because they've been in it.
Virtual, yeah. So I actually had the opportunity to experience this technology right before the video. So if you come close, what you're experiencing here is someone is using SmartVizX to tour a law office. So he has the screen on his face, and if you could explain what he's experiencing.
Sure. So what's happening with the headset and the wand? He's moving around, and you can kind of see the little sort of space that he's within, and then on the screen here you can see what he's seeing. And so it's fully aware of his size, his height, and his placement within the space. So he's able, if he wants, he can crouch down and go underneath the desks and the tables and fully experience what's going on. So you can see the little green lightsaber there that kind of helps him sort of move around. The virtual reality scene here, he's really seeing the texture of the carpet, the texture of the chairs, the finishes. As more and more detail comes into these things, he would then be able to change the shape of the chairs, select a different chair, select a different finish for the workstations, things like that.
So, and he is using this lightsaber to navigate through the office there?
Correct. So he's using the that little saber to sort of essentially move from space to space because the spaces themselves are programmed. So that way we understand where you're moving. He'll bump into walls, he'll bump into furniture, things like that.
So I actually had the opportunity to bump into walls and into furniture. I actually walked into one of the offices and experienced, so you could actually duck down under the blinds and see the cityscape view of wherever they were planning. So where was this law office built?
This is in Delhi, in India.
In India. So they actually came here live to the Fun Conference from India to just be here today to meet some of our great investors. And this technology is amazing. And I heard we have your founder, Gautam. Where is he? He's right here. He's having a Gautam. Come on over. So he's speaking with an investor right now, actually. So Gautam, thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
So tell us about how did you come up with this technology? How did you decide to bring virtual reality into the business world?
Well, I'm an architect, and one of the problems that we've all been facing as a fraternity, designers, is that some of the content that we've been putting out for years together has been static and passive. And when I mean static and passive, it is what I mean to say is that if I was to show you a design that I was doing for you, it would not really help you achieve much other than just see it and probably imagine it to be the way you want it to be. What we want to do was we wanted to solve that problem and get some interactivity, immersiveness, and engagement into the content.
Interactivity, immersiveness, and connectivity. Yeah. I mean, it's really like I had the opportunity to experience it, and it's literally like you were in the law office. So I can imagine that this technology, you mentioned you went live in India. Yes. How has it been moving over here to the States? And have you sold it in anywhere? Or is that why you're here at the Fun Conference?
Yes, so one of the reasons why we are here and working with folks like Venture Connect is simply because we wanted to see how this technology is going to kind of pan out in this particular environment. The point that you made, this is selling really well in India. In just a little over 6 months since we did our angel round, we raised our angel round, we've done over $1 million already.
You did $1 million in your angel round.
In revenue, and we're already at a run rate of nearly $100,000 a month for the past 5 to 6 months. So it was time to kind of look at the overseas market and see whether this technology can stand the test of physical boundaries and come to a market as challenging as the US and as demanding. The early signs are, we've been around for just about 6 weeks since we've started an informal selling process, set up a sales-based representation here, and we have, well, I can say that an almost committed sort of a pipeline of $200,000 already in 6 weeks. So early indicators are that things are going well. We've got Vinay Narayan here. You met him too. Vinay Narayan is a part of the HTC Vive team. He joins our board as the fifth board member. So all signs are good.
Awesome. So as far as the headsets themselves, how are you when you're selling in this technology? How is the sales process? Are you selling these to the customers, or what's the process of working with you?
Hardware folks. The hardware market is already kind of fairly active. I won't say crowded, but very, very active with all the big boys there. As you would know, Facebook acquired the Oculus Rift for $2 billion a couple of years back. HTC Vive is there. Samsung Gear VR is already out in the market. And there are many, many more players in terms of hardware out there.
So you're using the hardware to sell your software that you built?
Perfectly answered, yes. So if there is a need for the hardware needs content to run on it. So we are in the content space, and that is what uniquely positions us. The reason why we are so confident about what we're doing is we've got a very, very unique mix of architectural designers, game visualizers, game art people, game programmers who are developing, using their all their skills to put together content that you just saw, and what the content looks like.
Yeah, right? Honestly, it was amazing, and I know I'm kind of doing a commercial here, but it was so cool. I was literally in the law office. The coolest part, though, is I told Darren earlier, is when I bent down and looked under the drapes, I could see the cityscape. So how amazing is that? But so plenty of entrepreneurs here looking to get into the virtual reality space. What are you looking for? Are you looking for partners?
Great question. So first and foremost, we're looking for some sort of confirmation that our technology really belongs here as well.
Confirmation that the technology belongs here in the U.S.?
In the U.S. in particular, because like I said, this can be an extremely challenging market. So the early signs are all good. If there is acceptance and people say, yes, we're onto something, folks like yourself, you saw this technology, you saw what we're doing, that, hey guys, this is really cool. Then we go around building up plans for a sort of a growth-based fundraise, because then we need to have real, very quickly we'll have to have feet on the ground in terms of supporting our sales process. So it's not just about being in Chicago, it's being in every place where the technology can sell. And we are going to keep our production out of India to control costs. That's the great advantage that we have. We can create this super cool content sitting in India because we do have the best people there in terms of creating content. But the sales teams are going to be here. And that's what a fundraiser is going to be about.
Amazing. Well, if you are looking to build a new office, I highly recommend this software. It is very cool. If you're looking to see what your space would look like, check out their amazing software. Again, it is SmartVizX, and we tagged it.
SmartVizX.com. That's all you got to get to. SmartVizX.com.
SmartVizX.com. Again, I am Jess Loren. We are live here at Fun Conference, bringing you amazing content for all the amazing entrepreneurs, investors alike. Thank you. You can find me, Miss Jess Loren, MSJESSLOREN, on all social.
Thank you.